Medical alert devices used to do one thing and one thing only: call for help when needed. But new products from WellBe are proactive, not just reactive. They can also remind you to take your meds, answer your medical questions, and even protect your furry friends. Okay, WellBe. Why is my dog panting?
Dogs pant for many perfectly normal reasons, including excitement, nervousness, and to cool off. But when they pant excessively or under unusual circumstances, an underlying disease may be to blame. Dogs with excessive panting should be evaluated by a veterinarian.
So find out how these systems from WellBe can help you or a loved one in an emergency and do a whole lot more. Hi, I'm Jeff Hoyt, Editor-in-Chief of SeniorLiving.Org. In order to help people age with ease, we review medical alert devices that allow seniors to live independently in their homes. Today I'm going to show you the family of WellBe emergency response devices that also offer at-home healthcare support. I'll test them, list the pros, cons, and latest prices, and explain who can benefit from these life-saving products. WellBe from HandsFree Health was created by former healthcare executives. Unlike many medical alert devices, these new high-tech products actually promote overall wellness. Now, all of these have been released since 2020, while the Pendant here was released first in 2022. So instead of fumbling for a phone, these devices offer 24/7 emergency monitoring and response, so users can call for help with the touch of a button or even just their voice, whether the emergency requires an ambulance, police car, or fire truck. WellBe's operators know who's calling and their medical situation, and with optional fall detection, the Pendant can call for help even when you can't. And the company offers 3 different devices to help people with a variety of needs, and they can be used individually or in combination. The Smart speaker protects you in the home, while the watch and the Pendant can protect you on the go. So the Smart speaker can be ordered separately or combined with the watch or the Pendant in a package. And let me show you how WellBe systems can protect a beloved family member, a furry friend, or yourself. So the WellBe watch is a little bulky, but it's comfortable. You can see it's bigger and thicker than my Fitbit here, but it features some metal in the strap, not just plastic. Now on the watch face, which can be analog or digital, you can see the time as well as indicators for battery and signal strength. And like the Fitbit, the watch has activity tracker capabilities, including a pedometer for counting steps and heart rate monitoring. Its global positioning system is helpful for tracking your walks, but more importantly, when emergency services are looking for you so they can render aid. And the watch offers around-the-clock access to emergency services, but you could be anywhere when you need help, even in the shower, as the high-tech device is water-resistant. And it's got a speaker, microphone, and an emergency call button built in, so you can employ two-way communication through the watch, talking with the emergency monitoring center and hearing what they have to say. Let's test it out. You simply press and hold the top button, and a 7-second countdown begins before it calls for help. Let's see how long it takes for them to answer.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Arlissa with HandsFree Health. Do you need help?
No, just a test, thank you. You can also use the microphone and speaker to get answers to medical questions from the watch, like, what are the symptoms of COVID-19?
Coronavirus COVID-19 can cause a fever, a cough, and trouble breathing. In severe cases, it can cause pneumonia and make it hard to breathe without help from a machine. It can cause death.
Where's the closest pharmacy?
I found 3. The closest is CVS Pharmacy, located at 3010 South Sepulveda Boulevard, Los Angeles, which is 0.3 miles away. You can say call to call them now, next to hear the next place, or stop to end this dialogue.
Stop. So the watch relied on its built-in GPS to answer that one, the same GPS that's going to find you in case of an emergency. And it can also track your blood pressure or other vitals, but it doesn't actually measure them. It can, however, integrate with other devices that do measure them, or you can just enter them verbally. And you or a caregiver can enter medication times or doctor's appointments through a free companion app that works on both Apple and Android phones. And the watch comes with a proprietary charging cable, which means that if you lose it, you need to replace it with one especially designed for it. Now, HandsFree Health will send you a new one for free. You just have to pay for shipping. So this watch costs $120, which is cheaper than other smartwatches we reviewed, including this Fitbit. And additionally, you have to pay $30 per month for a monitoring fee. Now, because it's worn around the wrist, it offers discreet protection. No one knows you're wearing a medical alert device unless you need it. But it's not capable of fall detection. If you're interested in that important feature, well, you should try the new WellBe Pendant. Like the watch, the WellBe Pendant is designed to contact emergency help whether you're home or away. So it can be carried in a pocket or a purse, so small, but for the best protection, it should be worn on the provided lanyard around your neck. Why? Well, it's much easier and quicker to access with either hand if it's hanging from your neck. Keep in mind that with a smartwatch, it can only be operated with one hand, the one opposite from the one where it's being worn. Also, fall detection can only work if the device is worn around the user's neck. You don't want an ambulance to show up every time you drop your purse. And besides the lanyard, it also comes with a charging station, and it uses a convenient USB-C connection. In layman's terms, that means you can never hook it up upside down. The cable fits both ways, like this, or like this. It can be replaced if it's lost. In fact, this isn't the original one that came with the system. So the WellBe Pendant shares many of the same features as the watch, including a global positioning system. GPS is just one of 4 methods it employs to find someone in case of emergency, and then WellBe will send your location to the first responders. Of course, the Pendant also offers around-the-clock access to emergency services. It's water-resistant, but it's not waterproof. So you can wear it in the shower, but not the bath. And like the watch, it's got a speaker, a microphone, and an emergency call button. See where it says SOS? So for you to get help, you just press the SOS button. Now if you press it quickly, you'll hear this.
The time is 6:13 p.m. and your battery level is at 96%.
But if you hold the button longer, you'll be connected with the monitoring center, unless you cancel. Let's see how long it takes for them to answer.
You have initiated a call to emergency services. Press the button again if you need to cancel this call.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Vanessa with HandsFree Health. Do you need help?
No, just testing the system, thank you. So that went pretty well. Besides the SOS button, there's a little button on the side here, and you can use it to call your caregiver. Just by pressing the button, you can actually call them, so it can be used for non-emergency help as well. And there's some flashing lights on the front here, if you look carefully. So they actually give off a pattern that helps you determine the status of the battery level, as well as cell signal strength and your location fix. So the Pendant costs $120. It's the same as the watch. And remember, this has additional features like a pedometer and a heart rate monitor. And you also pay the same $30 a month for the monitoring service. Now, if you want fall detection, that's going to cost you an extra $10 a month. And that's what many other companies charge. And the Pendant can be used to call your caregiver, but only one person can be protected with it at a time, who's ever wearing it. A senior couple looking for a home medical system, well, they should consider the Smart Speaker. Many homes now contain smart speakers like Google's Nest, Amazon's Echo, Apple's HomePod, and WellBe Smart Speaker can answer certain questions like Google, Amazon's Alexa, Apple's Siri, and other virtual assistants, but mainly medical insurance and health questions. Okay, WellBe. What is high blood pressure?
Blood pressure is a measure of how hard the blood pushes against the walls of your arteries as it moves through your body. Blood pressure readings consist of an upper number and a lower number, such as 120/90 or 120/90. High blood pressure is 140/90 or higher.
Okay, WellBe. What are my reminders?
You have set up 3 reminders. Here is the first one. Jeff, I will remind you to take your naproxen daily at 6:30 a.m. with the next time being Friday, September 2nd, 2022 at 6:30 a.m. Say next or repeat to continue.
So as you can see, the Wi-Fi based speaker is voice enabled, but it won't record your conversations. And the smart speaker has access to a database of healthcare information and can help you track your blood pressure, your weight, glucose readings, as well as remind you to take medications at a certain time, or go to doctor's appointments and refill prescriptions. And the smart speaker can even call your doctor's office to reschedule appointments or your pharmacy to order refills. That's pretty cool. And after undergoing voice training as part of its setup, it can do all these things for up to 6 household members without mixing them up. And you see the color of the ring before? It even uses different colored lights to show reminders to different people. And for security purposes, I had to give a PIN number because it has access to your medical information. It's HIPAA compliant, so it won't reveal medical info about you to others without your consent. But if it's programmed to, it'll warn your caregiver if you miss a doctor's appointment, or you skip taking your meds, or if a blood pressure or glucose reading is outside of the normal range. And the smart speaker also knows a lot about pet health. Okay, WellBe. What's a hairball?
Definition of hairball: a compact mass of hair that forms in the alimentary canal.
So the WellBe device can be used to place calls with a voice command to caregivers and any other contacts you provide. And like other smart speakers, you can use it to play music or audiobooks or listen to news, weather, stock quotes, or sports scores. But we want to know how it works as a medical alert device. When you press the button, or say a verbal command, the smart speaker will connect you to WellBe's certified monitoring center. And there, trained professionals will contact trusted caregivers or first responders such as EMTs, police, or firefighters, whatever you need. And your operator will stay in contact with you until help arrives. Let's see how long it takes for them to answer. Okay, WellBe. Emergency.
Hello, this is Salvador with the Monitoring Center. Do you need help?
No, just testing the system, thank you. So the app-based setup does take some time and may be difficult for less tech-savvy seniors. But another nice feature about the WellBe system is that the device could be set up remotely by a caregiver. Now you can get the smart speaker for $189. The good news is there's no monthly fees. The bad news is you won't get emergency protection without paying for monitoring. Now you can pair it with the watch in a bundle they call WellBe Medical Alert Plus. When bought together, you'll pay only $160, as well as a monthly monitoring fee of $55. Or you can combine it with the Pendant for the same price. So buying the speaker with a portable item is cheaper than buying the speaker by itself. I mean, you will have to pay a monthly fee, but without it, the speaker just won't work as a medical alert system. So which of these devices is right for you? If you want protection away from home with fall detection, well, the Pendant is a good choice. If you want protection away from home and you don't need fall protection, well, the watch can provide protection without anyone knowing you need it and has many other features, including medication reminders. And the smart speaker works as a virtual assistant by itself and can help track vital signs, medication compliance, doctor's appointments for up to 6 people. But to act as an emergency response device, it needs to be purchased along with the watch or the Pendant. And since those 2 portable devices can protect you at home, and there are plans to incorporate much of the virtual assistant features into the Pendant, well, I don't see much of a value add for the smart speaker for a single user. Now, some of the competitors, they offer home-based systems that don't require buying equipment, simply a month-to-month monitoring fee. For more products to help you age with ease, visit SeniorLiving.Org, where you can find and compare housing options for seniors, including in-home care, assisted living, nursing homes, and everything in between. And please, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.